Action!
Hello and cheers. Welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Lauren, and today I am going to watch the season finale of season 1 of Overlord. We have had quite a journey this particular season on this with this show. I have had a lot of thoughts about it. Some of them have come to fruition and some of them have proven me entirely wrong. And I will just say I'm amazed with this show's ability to like set something up and make me be like, well, ooh, I don't know about that. And then immediately, almost immediately just like send that crashing to the ground. It's fantastic. And like they establish these characters as these like unbeatable things in this world. And I'm like, well, okay, I hope that is, you know, I want them to do well. I want them to actually become the overlord of this place. I want this to happen. But then I'm like still remaining tense every time they have a battle. And I'm like, that's amazing that they can let me do that. They can make me be worried for these characters, even when they established that they are the most powerful things on this, in this new world. And then they throw me for a loop like they did when they proved that there are things in this world that are in fact a danger to our protagonists. And that's just chef's kiss. We're going to ignore the amount of sodium on this margarita, but because I'm just looking at it now in the playback and I'm like, oh my god, there's so much salt on that. That is distressing. What did I do? What did I do? It's fine. Salt gives me power. It allows me to be snarky and a horrible person. So anyway, we will use this margarita to continue our last episode of this season. I'm excited. And obviously I do know that there will be more seasons, so I'm not worried that Lord Ainz is gonna die, but I am a little bit worried about Shaltir, because it's not her fault. She has been mind controlled to fight whoever tries to fight her. So hopefully they will be able to shake her out of this. Apparently, I don't think he's used his world tier item yet, right? Because that was the whole thing, was that there was supposed to be like someone had this incredibly powerful artifact and he has several that he can use against her, but he hasn't yet. And now we're in like purgatory? Question mark? I'm not sure, but clearly I am repping my boy Ainz. I've got him ready to go. I've got all of my much of my skeleton merch on right now. So let us go. I am very excited. If you want to see more content like this, make sure that you like the video. Make sure you comment below to let us know what we're doing well, what we're doing badly. Drinking game. We weren't really playing one for the last couple of episodes because these have just mostly been fight episodes. So we're just going to drink. We'll drink if I am a total idiot, or if something happens and I pause and ask a question and it's immediately answered. We'll drink for that. And anytime anyone is surprised by the amount of power that a character has, I think are good ways to drink. So okay, let us begin. I'm like nervous. I'm like actively nervous right now. Oh my god.
ここまで本当によく戦われましたね。
そして MP がなくなれば雑魚だから。そう考えて温存することなく力を使ってくれたことに。
All right, this is him being all Machiavellian about it. It's like, oh, I'm so glad that you thought about things the way you did because it made things work out for me.
プレイヤー vs プレイヤーにおいて重要なのは。 Oh, good. So we're gonna find out why he's wearing robes instead of his actual clothes. Okay, so she changed her armor so that holy attacks are not very effective, but she pretends they are. So
the holy attacks she sent against him were not as good as they could have been, which means that there's still something in there. And also, okay, I think what he is suggesting is that there's still some part of Shaltir holding on here. You're weak to fire. You suffer through without flinching. So she sent fire attacks at him, which should have hurt her, and she pretended that they didn't. I think what he's going for here is that there's still part of her that is his servant, and he knows this. Okay.
まあ、この世界に来てから一応すべての NPC のデータは頭に入れているが、その中でもパンドラズアクターの次に詳しいのがお前かもしれないな。
私のスキルを知らないと。
He's like, I lied! I lied, bitch!
嘘に決まっているだろう。ああ言えば調子に乗って使ってくれるかと思っただけだ。浮上衝撃盾などは最後まで温存されたら。
そうだ。タッチミー様の鎧だ。だがあれはワールドチャンピオンのクラスでなければ装備できないはず。
Perfect warrior.
All right, so y'all, this is an instance where one of the characters does something that is so OP, it confuses everyone around them. Drink up, y'all.
の武装も使用可能とは。
ここまでお考え。
Also, I know usually we drink when Albedo is like way too much of a fangirl, but in that case, I'm just like with her. Like, that's badass.
シャルティアプラットフォールム。ナザリック地下大墳墓が最高支配者。思考の存在のまとめ役。
I like this armor on him.
そう呼び、敬う男の力を。
Wow, he's just using everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love that he's still like, oh, good, you're doing so good. You're like, well done, I'm really proud of you. Also, I'm going to continue destroying you. But like, I'm proud all the same. This is where the climax begins. I'm what she said.
アインズ様の勝利だ。
アインズ様、先に HP が尽きるのはあなた様のようですね。
Couple of tanks against each other.
そう思うか。超威魔法。
アインズ様、どうしてここで発動まで時間がかかってしまう超威魔法を？まさかそれも。
Okay, I thought that they didn't know what the cash shop was, but apparently they do know what the cash shop is. I'm still a little unclear about what that means in their world, though.
まさにナザリック最強の王か。GB
Shorty? Is that what? Why does she say Shorty? What was that? What was that?
アインズ様、その時は僭越ながら私どもで対処させていただきます。
デミウルゴス。
これ以上、思考の御方であるアインズ。
He used so much shit on her too. Like that's like I don't know. He used a lot on her. I wonder how much stuff they actually have.
私ども守護者で対処いたします。御身をお下がりください。
わかった。各守護者たちよ。 そうであればお前たちに任せよう。
Okay, so he didn't like. Okay, so I thought that the fight between them would be a little bit more like it was in the opening sequence, because a lot of the opening sequence stuff has been actual footage from the show, but like in the opening sequence, he's using that like Thanos scepter and everything. He didn't use that.
守護者たちよ、我を守れ。そして行動を開始せよ。
シャルティア復活に必要な金貨5億枚。
500 million gold?
シャルティアよ、復活せよ。
How much do they even have?
Now
I'm just yelling at her. And her biggest issue is that she can't stuff her boobs anymore. They're just having fun making fun of her now. Oh, he was like seeing his friends for a second there. He's just having fun making fun of her. Well, okay, but why? Why do they need to give her harsh words? She doesn't remember and it wasn't her fault. She was mind controlled. What the? Why? Oh my gosh. Good. Good. Thank you.
シャルティアに何があったのかの説明はで食いつかせる気はない。敵が近寄った際には確実にこれを阻止するのだ。
シャルティアにワールド
させてしまうらしいぞ。
そうなんですか？
すまん、嘘だ。だが嘘もまた真実。
あ
のアイテムはレアものらしいから実験できるものなどいないだろうし。
Man, this guy keeps tricking me. Like okay, I know that earlier in earlier videos, I was like, I don't know why they have to spell everything out. In this case, I was like, but they didn't spell it out yet. And he does keep tricking me. Oh, okay. Okay, I do remember that happening. I remember the lady getting hurt. Ooh, okay, so the slain theocracy actually might be someone to look out for. Oh, hey, it's the pansy! It's that little sad little spooky boy. Aw, it's him, he's here. Why? This little loser. He kept wanting the bigger tasks and the bigger tasks and the bigger tasks, and now he's like too badass for anything. They wouldn't give it to him when he was a low-level guy, and now they won't give it to him because he's a high-level guy. You're hubris, sir. Okay. So there is no end credit scene, it seems. Which is fine. I thought there might be because it was the last episode of the season, but there's not. That's okay. All right, so now they're gonna go and massacre some lizard guys just to get some undead warriors, apparently. Great. Love that. It's like, well, they didn't even do anything. Are they doing something? Like, I want him to do well, but also, like, I feel like if he just continually makes like, I don't know, if he continually does things to just like destroy random villages just to gain more power without actually like without there being a slightly nicer alternative, I might no longer be rooting for him for very long. But yeah, okay, so that was episode 13. That was the end of season 1 of Overlord. I am still very much on board. I want him to take over the world, but I also want him to do it nicely. Oh, the double standards are strong with me tonight, which is fine. Sometimes, apparently, if I say so. No, that was good. I mean, I am a little bit worried that now they have no money, because he used all of his money to resurrect Shaltir. Apparently, she means a lot to him. Do they have any more? Like, or was that just one treasury room? I don't know. They were not very clear about that. It looked like that was everything. He still has a lot of items, but he is... I guess, you know what? Though, the money that they had was pretty useless in this world, though. Right? I think that was a problem a couple of times. It's like, well, I can't do anything with the money I've got. Although, I do now wonder if one of the others gets... like, has to get resurrected. He doesn't have the money to do it anymore, and he doesn't have the Yggdrasil currency to do it. So no one else had better die, because he can't resurrect them now, because he will not have the money to do it. That's worrying. That is troubling. Granted, none of these particular characters have I gotten to know well enough that I care that much, but hopefully I'll get to know them all a little bit better. I do enjoy their little interactions with each other. Like, I do find them fun. I like their the limited personalities that they seem to have. I do wonder if there will be an actual traitor at some point, like, because they have enough personality to be able to question their creators, essentially. They're able to question their supreme beings. Like the Demiurge guy was like, I'm gonna go against him and send him help. Like, he was gonna ignore orders in order to help. Like, he was still like trying to be loyal. But I'm glad that they have that much free will. But I just wonder if we will get an actual traitor at some point. That could be an interesting story beat. If one of them is like, you know, sort of like a Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar kind of thing, where he betrays Jesus, but it's like in his mind, he's doing it to help. So I wonder if there would be something like that. That's always an interesting story beat. If you think that you're trying to help somebody else, but in fact you're betraying them, and it's unforgivable, and like, I don't know, that could be interesting. Anyway, I don't know what to expect. Apparently the Slain Theocracy is a little bit more strong than I anticipated, especially because that first thing that they did was like nothing. Like, they showed off like their big bad, and it was nothing at all. But they do apparently have some people who can hurt Ainz and Co. So I am fascinated to see what happens once that lady gets healed up and she can actually do some magic again. So anyway, that was season 1. I'm excited for season 2. You know, we'll see where this takes us. I don't know what to expect, because they keep throwing me for a loop. Every time I think I kind of have a handle on it, it just drags me off in an entirely different direction, which I am not mad about. I like that I am being kept on my toes. I think that's a lot of fun. So thank you all once again for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done that already. And if you can, at the moment, become a patron. We'd really appreciate that as well. You do get some extra perks. The reason that I am now reacting to them in subs is because of the patron poll. So, you know, we do very much interact with you, and we do listen to you as patrons. So if you can become one, you just get some extra perks, and like, good for you. If you can't, we understand that as well. We still love you very much. Thanks again for watching. I will see you in season 2.